Losing that weight may have some effect. He's still holding his left hand very low. LoCicero cannot land the lead right hand over it.
It's uncomfortable here at ringside for us because of the lack of air conditioning, because this 20 grand showroom is absolutely packed with boxing fans. Can you imagine how the heat is affecting the three? We're going to take a look at John LoCicero and Caveman Lee on the ropes and look for some uppercuts by Lee. LoCicero failing to tie him up pays dearly here. There's one. Two. Well, there were two, not three.
And he finished that flurry with a good left hook. So Caveman fighting off the ropes has been really devastating so far in this fight. Let's see if LoCicero can turn things around.
This is the fourth round, scheduled for 10. LoCicero coming off a 10-round decision defeat against Alberto Sabater last October in New York. So he has been out of the ring for quite a while, and he does look rusty.
Yes, he does, and he was supposed to fight Lee 2 months ago, but hurt his shoulder, and presumably he's recovered from that injury, but and it doesn't look like that's affecting him too much tonight. It's just, as you said, ring rustiness.
LoCicero simply isn't punching enough. He is waiting on Lee, and Lee, whenever LoCicero punches, is counter-punching well.
And Emanuel Stewart peering out from the corner, we see him, and he is intently interested in this fight because he knows that Caveman Lee at any time could be a fight or so away from a shot at the middleweight title.
Fourth round is only a minute old. 1980, a so-so year for LoCicero with 3 victories and 2 defeats. That other defeat was a 10th round TKO suffered against Marcos Geraldo, who Lee beat in 1 round in Chicago last September. Lots of cross currents here in the middleweight division. Of his 3 victories in 1980, LoCicero pitched a 10-round decision victory over Teddy Mann. Mann gave Bobby Chez a heck of a time in Atlantic City, even though Bobby won.
And Mann also came in here to Detroit and gave Mickey Goodwin a tough battle. So, and LoCicero's been much more aggressive in this round. He had Lee pinned against the corner, against the ropes rather, and hit him with some good shots. And so far, this round's been a good one for LoCicero.
Halfway through round 4. And the pace is really slowed.
Yes, it has, principally from Lee's standpoint. LoCicero actually picked his big right hand, and that buckled the knees of Caveman Lee's in trouble.
And a right uppercut did more damage, and LoCicero is now cleaning up on Caveman Lee, who needs the belt. Another right hand by LoCicero, and suddenly, LoCicero has come alive, crashing a right cross on the head of Caveman Lee, and then hitting him with a right uppercut. And now LoCicero scores another right hand, and Lee is in trouble. Lee is on Green Street. LoCicero is cleaning up here in the round 4. Less than 30 seconds to go. We told you LoCicero's got a big right hand. He's got a big knot underneath his right eye that has just developed, just as he is absolutely pounding Caveman Lee. We have seen Lee's ability to come back from knockdowns and heavy blows before. We'll fill you in as we go along. Right now, Lee is bleeding from the left nostril because John LoCicero took over here in the 4th round. There's the bell. Look at John LoCicero's right hand. There it is, behind the ear of Caveman Lee. With about a minute to go in that last round, and he came back with a right cross. Lee in trouble. It's a testimony to his stamina that he was able to stay on his feet. Look at the shots he's taking from LoCicero. Here we go, round 5, scheduled for 10. Caveman Lee was in control until LoCicero exploded in that 5th round. Now LoCicero takes a right hand from Lee on the left side of his face.
And Johnny LoCicero looks very tired. He may have punched himself out in that last flurry, and Caveman is on the attack now. What a fight.
LoCicero's got an ugly knot underneath his right eye, and it is swelling. Lee looks like he's clear-eyed. He certainly survived the heavy damage in that last round, and he has been throwing heavy shots here in the opening moments of round 5.
Caveman Lee's conditioning is incredible. We saw it 2 months ago when he got off the canvas against Jerry Holly, and we just saw it now when he survived that barrage from John LoCicero.
Lee now working the body on John LoCicero. A right cross by Lee. Another right. A right uppercut by Lee. Lee with a left hook. LoCicero is flat-footed and on the ropes, and he's holding on.
And Caveman Lee again astounds us with this comeback, and Johnny LoCicero looks very fatigued.
Just under 2 minutes to go in this, the 5th round. Plenty of time. Now Cicero is winging with both hands. And Lee throws a right to the left side of Cicero. They're looking for punching room. A left hook by Lee. A left hook by Cicero. Lee comes back with a left and a right. Lee with a right uppercut. Another right hand by Lee. And Cicero is down. He's on his left side. The count is 6, 7, 8, 9. He just beats the count. Cicero is up at 9. Plenty of time for Caveman Lee. Lee with a left uppercut. A right to the body. A right uppercut. Cicero has got him in an arm lock. Lee is looking for room. Lee with a right hand. Cicero takes a left hook. Cicero takes another left hook. Cicero takes a right hand. And Caveman Lee takes a right hand from Cicero. A right uppercut by Cicero. And Cicero comes back with a right hand. Another right hand by Cicero. And Cicero now has got Lee in trouble. A right hand. Lee is on the ropes. Cicero is coming back like a madman. It's all John Cicero here in the 5th round. What a fight.
And either of these fighters could go at any moment. They're both fatigued and they are both hurt. And either man could go down at any moment. And they're both staggering around the ring.
Less than 30 seconds to go. And they are slamming each other with heavy shots. Neither is going down at this point, but there goes Cicero, a left hook. And he is really hurting. He's on his right side. 8, 9. Good night, sweet prince. Caveman Lee has knocked out John Cicero in the 5th round. The biggest victory of his career.
An incredible finish. Caveman Lee again lurks with disaster and comes back. And there we see John Cicero. They're giving him smelling salt. And he took a fearsome beating from Caveman Lee. But boy, he dished it out as well. I don't know what Caveman Lee can do to top his performances here on ESPN. He flirts with disaster and then comes back to win.
John Cicero went down twice in that 5th round. What a game fighter. John Cicero is a pro. The man could have quit the first time he was down. He just beat the count at 9. He got up and, in fact, hurt Lee. And then Caveman Lee came back with a left hook, a short shot, traveled maybe 4 or 5 inches. And Cicero, hanging on his right side, rolled over, could not beat the count. He just missed. And John Cicero proved to be a valiant fighter, but Caveman Lee had something extra.
This fight was everything we expected it to be, and there's a jubilant Caveman Lee and a very tired Caveman Lee, I might point out.
Well, we said it was hot here in Detroit tonight. It is now broiling. What a fight. When was the last time you saw guys trading shots like that? Let's take a look in toe action. It lasted only until the 5th round. Of course, in the ring right now, Caveman Lee is being mobbed. Let's get the official time.
By a knockout, William Caveman Lee.
I think he said 224. We'll check it for you when we talk to Caveman Lee.
Round number 1. 5'9", Mesa, 5'7". Garza, actually 2 tall guys for 122 pounds, and the first left hook is landed by Garza to the face of Mesa. Garza in white, Mesa in red. These 2 Californians traveling all the way across America to settle a title in Kingston, New York. Garza was born in Santa Cruz and raised in Texas. He's an American, and the Mexican Mesa now divides his time between his hometown of Mexicali in Mexico and Los Angeles. There's a solid left that sends Mesa down. A left hook by Jaime Garza directed to the neutral corner, and Mesa takes all of the 8 seconds to get up. So a startling flash knockdown by Jaime Garza, with Mesa taking another left hand, and now he scores a left.
Tim, Garza is usually the guy that's susceptible early. He's been on the deck 4 times, always in an early round, and has gotten up to win. This time, the other guy's on the deck.
And also, you'll notice in the smaller weights, these guys are not have a feel-out process. They go right at each other and throw bombs.
Good left jab by Mesa to the face of the champion Garza. Garza in white.
Tim Mesa was so calm when he got knocked down. I was afraid he wasn't going to get up.
I did too. I had the same thought. Gil, I didn't know whether he was really stunned or whether he was totally in control. And apparently he was in control as he's come back strongly. He took the full 8 seconds on the seat of his pants and then got himself ready for battle.
Tim, it's quite a statement to say that the guy is the hardest puncher in boxing today, pound for pound. But in my opinion, that's what Garza is. He can really get you out of there with one punch. I don't know too many other fighters that can do that.
Overhand right landed by Mesa, caught Garza backing out. And there's a good solid left jab by Mesa. He has rallied quite well from the early knockdown.
Good left hook to the body by Mesa, Tim.
Garza's making a mistake of falling in with his hands down.
There's another left hook that sends Mesa down. Do they count that or not? Evidently not.